In May 2026, the United States Department of War suddenly dumped hundreds of classified files onto the public web. The newly launched database was massive. It held decades of unresolved incidents, ranging from vintage video clips and astronaut debriefs to unexplained military tracking reports. Almost overnight, social media formed a singular consensus. The government had finally admitted that aliens are real. Within hours, timelines were flooded with viral theories. Millions of people shared posts claiming the files contained proof of active alien spacecraft operating directly on the surface of the moon. But a close reading of the actual files revealed a completely different story. Out of the hundreds of newly declassified documents, not a single one contained verified alien bodies or confirmed extraterrestrial craft. During the press conferences that accompanied the release, officials specifically warned the public against making extraterrestrial assumptions. They emphasized that in military and scientific contexts, the word unresolved simply means there isn't enough information to identify an object. It does not mean the object is an alien spacecraft. There is a massive leap in logic between finding an unexplained data point in a radar log and concluding that Earth is being visited by another species. In the chaos of the disclosure, the public willingly ignored that gap. To see how quickly ordinary data gets misinterpreted, we can look at the Apollo mission records. Online creators latched onto official documents referencing strange lights and triangular shapes near the moon, quickly packaging these anomalies into videos about secret alien bases. What these theories leave out is the physical reality of space exploration. Outer space is an incredibly hostile environment for mid-century photographic film and delicate camera lenses. Visual anomalies in these environments are common. Floating debris, ice particles from the spacecraft, micrometeorite impacts, and harsh lens reflections all regularly appear on camera. One heavily debated image from Apollo 17 showed 3 bright dots arranged in a triangle. While it looks suspicious, standard exposure artifacts and minor camera defects frequently group together in triangular patterns due to the optical geometry of the lens. No movement data or radar sweeps corroborated the photograph. Without secondary evidence, a blurry shape in the darkness is a mechanical glitch, not a mothership. The same rule applies to modern military encounters back on Earth. During the release, reports surfaced describing drones tracking orbs launching other orbs. While that sounds impossible to the human eye, these military tracking systems rely heavily on infrared sensors. These highly sensitive cameras read temperature, not visible light, which can severely distort an object's actual depth, shape, and physical size. A sudden atmospheric temperature shift, or the thermal signature of a classified drone swarm, can create bizarre, fragmented shapes on a targeting screen. Consider the physics of parallax. When a camera moves quickly, a stationary foreground object appears to fly backward against the shifting background. This illusion strengthens against a featureless background. Isolated against an empty sky, the camera loses distance reference, making normal movement look erratic. When independent analysts reviewed the Pentagon's previous footage, they repeatedly found tracking mechanics, zoom compression, and parallax were responsible for these supposedly impossible flight paths. A strange video clip is certainly intriguing, but unless researchers can access the raw underlying sensor data, compromised visual footage simply cannot function as scientific proof of alien technology. The government intended this release to be a simple exercise in bureaucratic transparency. The military was simply publishing records showing that even highly trained pilots and advanced tracking networks sometimes encounter things they cannot immediately identify. But on the internet, mystery spreads significantly faster than skepticism. A single unexplained radar signal quickly goes viral, and through the sheer repetition of millions of users, speculation hardens into accepted fact. Human beings deeply dislike uncertainty. When we look at an ambiguous photograph or encounter a missing data point, our brains naturally invent a story to fill the void. The 2026 disclosure stands as a historic milestone for government transparency, entirely separate from the question of alien life. The actual milestone was much more practical. It was the first time global defense departments openly admitted their own systemic limitations. They acknowledge that radar systems fail, optical sensors glitch, and human perception is frequently flawed. Admitting we don't know is a crucial step forward. In a universe this enormous, leaving a few anomalies officially unidentified is a scientifically honest reality.